You must be ready to burn yourself in your own flame. How could you rise anew if you have not first become ashes? That which is done out of love is always beyond good and evil. All I need is a sheet of paper, and something to write with, and then, I can turn the world upside down. He who has a why to live, can bear almost any how. Without music, life would be a mistake. Women, they make the highs higher and the lows more frequent. Art is the proper task of life. That which does not kill us makes us stronger. Silence is worse. All truths that are kept silent become poisonous. There are no facts, only interpretations. We should consider every day lost on which we have not danced at least once. The man of knowledge must be able not only to love his enemies but also to hate his friends. I cannot believe in a God who wants to be praised all the time. It is not a lack of love, but a lack of friendship that makes unhappy marriages. I'm not upset that you lied to me, I'm upset that from now on I can't believe you. It is hard enough to remember my opinions, without also remembering my reasons for them. There is always some madness in love, but there is always some reason for madness. You have your way, I have my way. As for the right way, the correct way, and the only way, it does not exist. Whoever fights monsters should see to it that in the process he does not become a monster. And if you gaze long enough into an abyss, the abyss will gaze back into you. You must have chaos within you to give birth to a dancing star. In heaven, all the interesting people are missing. Sometimes people don't want to hear the truth because they don't want their illusions destroyed. It is my ambition to say in 10 sentences what others say in a whole book. Nothing on earth consumes a man more quickly than the passion of resentment. To live is to suffer. To survive is to find some meaning in the suffering. Convictions are more dangerous foes of truth than lies. Madness is something rare in individuals, but in groups, parties, peoples, and ages, it is the rule. And those who were seen dancing were thought to be insane by those who could not hear the music. No one can construct for you the bridge upon which precisely you must cross the stream of life, no one but you yourself alone. A casual stroll through the lunatic asylum shows that faith does not prove anything. The higher we soar, the smaller we appear to those who cannot fly. A thinker sees his own actions as experiments and questions as attempts to find out something. Success and failure are for him answers above all. The true man wants two things, danger and play. For that reason, he wants women, as the most dangerous plaything. There are no beautiful surfaces without a terrible depth. I am a forest, and a night of dark trees, but he who is not afraid of my darkness, will find banks full of roses under my cypresses. Be careful, lest in casting out your demon you exorcise the best thing in you. We have art in order not to die of the truth. There are two different types of people in the world, those who want to know, and those who want to believe. A good writer possesses not only his own spirit but also the spirit of his friends. All truly great thoughts are conceived while walking. One ought to hold on to one's heart, for if one lets it go, one soon loses control of the head too. In truth, there was only one Christian and he died on the cross. All things are subject to interpretation. Whichever interpretation prevails at a given time is a function of power and not truth. There is not enough love and goodness in the world to permit giving any of it away to imaginary beings. When we are tired, we are attacked by ideas we conquered long ago. The snake which cannot cast its skin has to die. As well the minds which are prevented from changing their opinions, they cease to be mind. In individuals, insanity is rare, but in groups, parties, nations and epochs, it is the rule. The advantage of a bad memory is that one enjoys the same good things for the first time. Man is the cruelest animal. The surest way to corrupt a youth is to instruct him to hold in higher esteem those who think alike than those who think differently. Is man merely a mistake of God's? Or is God merely a mistake of man? Every deep thinker is more afraid of being understood than of being misunderstood. Thoughts are the shadows of our feelings, always darker, emptier and simpler. Faith, not wanting to know what the truth is. I would believe only in a God that knows how to dance. The thought of suicide is a great consolation. By means of it one gets through many a dark night. A thought, even a possibility, can shatter and transform us. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. He who would learn to fly one day must first learn to walk and run and climb and dance. One cannot fly into flying. Ultimately, it is the desire, not the desired, that we love. The visionary lies to himself, the liar only to others. They muddy the water, to make it seem deep. Is it better to outmonster the monster or to be quietly devoured? Become who you are. Is life not 1,000 times too short for us to bore ourselves? The most perfidious way of harming a cause consists of defending it deliberately with faulty arguments. Hope in reality is the worst of all evils because it prolongs the torments of man. I know of no better life purpose than to perish in attempting the great and the impossible. There is more wisdom in your body than in your deepest philosophy. One repays a teacher badly if one always remains nothing but a pupil. Talking much about oneself can also be a means to conceal oneself.